1-0 Dagenham Redbridge, but apart from their penalty, they seemed to dominate the game.
Yeah, potentially. I think it was a little bit maybe. They had a few chances early on before we settled into the game, but from that point on, you got to be delighted with the performance. Really, I don't think we could have asked. Certainly in terms of effort, work rate, and shape as well. Shape was good throughout. To keep a step one side pretty much in their own half throughout the entirety of the second half. You've got to say, right, there's massive amount of plus points that have come from that.
Luke Williams before the game said he would be busy, but he seemed, apart from one save, he seemed to have a quiet day. You've got to be proud of that.
Well, he made a very good save after 5 minutes, the initial openings, and that could have set things up slightly different. If a side goes ahead after 5 minutes, it builds their confidence whilst it completely knocks us for 6. So he played an important part, and his distribution as well was always good. Perhaps we did expect it to be different, but that's where you've got to give credit to our boys who ensured that everything we asked for prior. You obviously have hopes of going into games and it's going to go a certain way. Yeah, perhaps we didn't expect to have as much of the ball, as much of the territory as what we ultimately did.
Being able to dominate a team like Dagenham, that's sure got to give you some not hope but some motivation into the league.
Of course, I've always maintained that the league will take care of itself. If we perform as we have done today, we still need to be better. We're proud of ourselves and I'm proud of the individuals and I'm sure the village and the club are. But we still need to be better. There's areas where we haven't exposed them where perhaps we should have. We have had a lot of the ball and we created chances and created penalty shouts and things like that. So there will be a bit of self-reflection and a bit of analysis from us. But at the same point, we've got the FA Trophy next week, and that can be another positive adventure. But in the league, we do need to get back to winning ways because as good as what we might be, or as the individual players, their skill set, we want to be looking down as opposed to up. But right now, obviously, we've got games in hand and things like that. There's games coming up where if we repeat that sort of intensity in terms of performance, then we'll give ourselves a good chance of securing 3 points.
Obviously, no fans, but in New Year, did it feel like there were?
Very partisan. Very partisan. As good as go. I'm pleased that they got the opportunity to see the game, and I'm pleased as well that the stream went out. And I've already had loads of texts, and they sort of congratulate. Well, at the same time, it's disappointment, but yet at the same time, immense disappointment, but yet immense pride.